Hello, my name is Ganseh, and I've been restored. I've been at Restoration now for 15 years. Elder Cheryl introduced me to Restoration. We worked together at Piedmont Fed Hospital, and she invited me one Sunday, and I've been here ever since. So back in 2000, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. I went to the emergency room and my blood sugar was 450, where it should have been between 70 and 100. And the doctor actually asked me how was I even walking because my blood sugar was so elevated. The first moment I knew something was going on with my vision was after I started working my new job in the call center. I couldn't see the computer and I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe it was the contacts or I needed new glasses. So one day after work, I was driving home from Decatur to Fairburn, where I live, and it seems like all of a sudden everything began to go white as I was driving. So all I could say was, God, Lord, please get me home. Just let me get home. So I pulled over one time and I put some eye drops in my eyes because I thought my eyes were just dry, but things still got white. So by the time I got home from work, and I pulled in the driveway, that's all I could do. I couldn't even back in the garage. I pulled in and I got in the house and I sat down, and by that time, I saw nothing. Everything was completely white. So I told my friend, come take me to the hospital. I can't see. So at that moment, we rushed to the hospital and they actually got me in the ER, rushed me straight to the back, and they took me in under the stroke protocol. So of course they did the whole stroke protocol, and I was admitted into the hospital for the next 3 days because they had to run a battery of tests, MRIs, CT scans, and to see if my vision was going to be restored or if it was going to come back, if there was going to be any focus from that whole whiteness. They really didn't know what was going on, so I had the MRIs and that was fine. I wasn't having a stroke. So at that time, the ophthalmologist came in and he looked in the back of my eyes and he said, your eyes are going bad. It looks like you have diabetic retinopathy. And that's when it was made known that I was losing my vision. Diabetic retinopathy is a condition where the vessels in the back of your eye begin to leak blood. So basically I had what's called floaters, looks like little spots floating through my eyes, and then when it got to a really bad point, I could see blood just pooling in front of my eyes. So basically the blood vessels had begun to leak a lot, and when they started leaking, they caused my retina to detach from the back of my eye. That caused the vision loss. My thought process was, God, what else? Because I had been through a traumatic situation the year prior, and then now this. And I was like, what else can I take? God, I can't take no more. I can't see, I can't drive. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to manage? And I can't see. I had just started working at my new employer probably weeks prior. And after that, I was like, I can't see. I couldn't even see the keyboard. So I was like, God, what else? What did I do? What did I do and what do I do? Because I gotta fix this. The journey through this vision loss, because technically the doctor did tell me I was blind in my left eye, severely vision impaired in my right because of the diabetic retinopathy, and to have to depend on anybody, family, friends, anybody, church people, it was very difficult for me because I'm such an independent person. I had to have people to help me get to the bathroom. I had to get people to help me to sit in my chair. I had to get people to show me where food was, where my fork was to even eat the food. So that was really hard for me, but it helped me to learn how to trust more. So the process and journey with regaining my sight, it really did happen here at Restoration. The apostles both laid hands on me and was praying and believing with me for my vision to be restored through 4 surgeries, actually 5 surgeries, because I just recently had the last surgery back in February. But one Sunday I came to church. This was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks after New Oil danced, and I couldn't see, so I was very upset. I couldn't see. Of course, my son is on the mom team, so I couldn't see him dance, and I was frustrated. I got frustrated about that. About 2 Sundays after, I came to church and I was a little down just because, And what made me realize my sight had been restored was I was able to look at the screen and literally read the words of the song that they were singing. And I literally stopped in my tracks and stopped singing and was like, oh my God, I can see again. To see the words that clear on the screen, it was amazing. And now I think that was the Sunday that I actually testified. I walked up to the front by myself without anybody helping me to give my testimony of how God had literally restored my sight. And I knew it was done when I came in restoration and able to read the screen. And I was just like, wow. Because doctors had told me that I wouldn't drive because I couldn't see my instrument panel. I wouldn't be able to do certain things. And lo and behold, I drove to church and was able to see the words on the screen. And I just knew then, God, you did it. My job literally held my job for 9 months. I was on an unpaid medical leave, just starting work. The day I started work, my insurance kicked in, so I had insurance to cover hospital stays, surgeries, everything was covered, thank God, when I got there. But they literally held my job for 9 months until I got my vision restored. And I had an opportunity to work from home, so now I work from home. The impact that restoration has on my life since I've been here has been major and amazing from beginning until present. And as I look for the future, I know that they've been there for me. They've been supportive in everything that has happened and transpired through this journey. It's family. That's my spiritual parents are that. They are my parents. God gave them to me for a reason because they have my back. They believe with me. They had faith with me, and they continuously and then prayed for me for my sight to be restored. To the apostles, thank you. I appreciate you. I honor you. You are worthy of double honor. I love you always.